Hi, this is Ms. Highnote, and today we're going to be reviewing some information on dimensional analysis, which is just a fancy way of saying conversions. There are two ways to do this. We can do the stair-step method, which can only be used if we have the same base unit, or we could use the other way, which is called the T-chart method, which I'll show you in a minute. When you're looking at the stair-step method, what I mean when I say the same base unit is if you have like centigrams or milligrams and you want to convert that to kilograms, then you can use the stair-step method to do that. But if you want to convert from grams to pounds, you wouldn't be able to use this method, okay? So our main base units would be grams, meters, and liters. And the stair-step goes like this. You start out with kilo, then hecto, deca, then your base unit, whatever that is, whether it's grams or meters or liters, deci, centi, and milli, okay? And the way the stair-step method works is actually really simple, okay? You take your decimal place and you're going to move however many steps you take down or up the staircase, and you're gonna move the decimal place in whatever direction you're traveling. So let me give you an example here. So let's say, well, let's use our milligrams to kilograms here. Okay, so let's say that we have 3,000 milligrams, and we want to know how many kilograms that is. Okay, well, what we're going to do is we're actually going to start here with our milli, and we're going to count our steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we're gonna go 6 steps. All right, and we're gonna move our decimal place in that direction. So it's gonna go that way, okay? So where is our decimal place on here? Well, if you look at the number 3,000, we know that our decimal place is understood to be right here at the end, okay, right behind. And so we are going to move the decimal place in that direction 6 times. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6, okay? And our decimal place right there. In those blank spaces, we're gonna put zeros. So we have a 0 here, 0 there. So our new number would be 0.003 kilograms, okay? So that's what would happen if we were going in that direction. So what about if we were going in that direction? Let's say we want to go from kilometers to meters, okay? So if we had, let's say, we'll go with 2 kilometers. How many meters does that give us? Well, if we're looking for kilometers, we have to go back over here to our stair step. Okay, here's kilo, and we want to go down to meters. That's our base unit. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. So that's 3 steps. And since we're going from kilo to our base unit, we're going in that direction. Okay. If we look at our number 2, our decimal place is understood to be right there. Okay. So then we're going to move our decimal place 3 times in that direction. In those blank spaces, we're going to put zeros. Okay, so therefore, 2 kilometers is going to equal 2,000 meters. And that is the stair-step method, okay? Now, if we wanted to do other types of conversions, we would have to use the T-chart. Okay, so this is the T-chart method. The T-chart method is going to work very well if you have 2 different units, like from centimeters to inches, which is something that we're going to do, or from inches to centimeters. So we're gonna pretend that my son is 48 inches tall, and I wanna know how many centimeters that is. So first we'd have our T. We put down what we know, okay? And then we're gonna look at one of our conversion factors. All right, we know, or we can look up, that 1 inch equals 2.54 centimeters. All right, there's 2 different ways we can write this. Okay, 1 inch over 2.54 centimeters, or 2.54 centimeters over 1 inch. Okay, either one will work because they both equal each other. All right, but what we want to do is we want to choose the correct conversion factor here, even though they're the same one. We have to figure out which one we want to use. Okay, we have inches, we want centimeters. So centimeters needs to go on top because that's what we want. And inches needs to go on bottom because that's what we want to be able to cross out. So if we put we can cross out inches because those cancel out, and then we're left with centimeters, which is what we wanted. So now that we've done that, we just simply do our math. So you multiply everything on top, you multiply everything on bottom, and then you divide the top by the bottom. So 48 times 2.54 centimeters divided by 1. Okay?
Would the following students please report?
So 48 times 2.54 centimeters divided by 1, and that's going to equal about 121.93 centimeters. Okay, and I got that from my trusty calculator. Now, if I wanted to know how many feet my child is, we know that 12 inches equals 1 foot. So I would put inches on the bottom, feet on top, so that I can cancel out inches. I'm left with feet, which is what I wanted, and then I just do my math. So 48 times 1 divided by 12. 48 times 1 is 48, divided by 12 would give us 4 feet. And that's how you do the T-chart method.